Je voulais une pause. First thing, S is between two vowels. So it becomes pause.
Yeah, yeah.
And U is not English U. It's un. Un. Right.
In.
And then we don't pronounce the S. If you see simple sentence, it means I wanted a break. This is O. This is AI. So it becomes A. Right. OU. Riaz, what is OU?
O.
Right. Okay. So see, this is how once you practice these patterns few times, naturally your brain will start reading them. This is not going to happen in 1 or 2 days. You guys will have to keep revisiting those patterns, and I trust that you guys will go through the videos again and again. Do that on priority. I'm telling you, get your reading correct. Get your reading correct, because that will get your listening correct, and then that will get your speaking correct. Before we move on to sentence construction, you will need some kind of vocab and how that vocabulary is used. So this topic is very important. What are articles, gender, and plurality? Unlike English, every noun in French language has a gender, right? Either it's a living animal or a thing like a chair or a ball or a pen. Everything has a gender. The importance of having that gender is, according to the gender, article will change, adjective will change, right? So it's very important that you remember the gender of each noun that you're using. Okay. So with that, let's start. I'm going to share this book with you. This is going to be one of 2 3 books that you're going to use. Articles. Articles are definite and indefinite. And this is very similar to that of English. Definite article is in English is the, and in English indefinite article is a and an. It depends on if it's the word starts with vowel, we use an. Otherwise, we use a chair, and then we say an apple, something like that. So these are the definite and indefinite articles in English. Do you guys know when to use definite article in English and when to use indefinite article?
Yes.
Can somebody go on explain?
When it is generic, that I have a pen, then it will be indefinite. But when
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk about a specific thing, the pen is on the table, then I will use a definite article when
Yeah.
I'm talking about a specific object.
Right. Exact same logic in French. So you don't have to learn how to use them. It's exact same thing. For example, as I said the previous example, right? Je veux une pomme. I want an apple, right? If you're referring to a specific apple, you would have said je veux la pomme. I want the apple. For example, you guys are sitting next to each other, and the apple, you can see the apple, and you are pointing that apple, through your finger. Then you can say, "Je veux la pomme." I want the apple, right? But there is no apple, and you just want one. Then you will say, "Je veux une pomme." I want an apple, right? So that's the same fundamental there. The way of using the articles is exactly same. So definite articles in English is only one, the. But we have in Hindi, right? In Marathi, like in Hindi, Mera Pati and Meri Patni, right? So, and that's the obvious one. Meri Kursi. How do you say guitar? Is guitar masculine or feminine in Hindi?
It's masculine, mera.
Mera guitar. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess depends on the guitar. All right. So.
Only in French.
Right. So English doesn't have the gender, so they have one article, definite article, the. In French, we have actually we have three: le, la, and le. Le for masculine singular, la for feminine singular, and le for masculine feminine plural, both, right? The pronunciation,
Wait.
le, la, le. Don't pronounce the S. Le, la, le. Okay. And indefinite article in French, un, une, and they. Okay. Un, une, they. So you don't pronounce the S. Okay. That's the indefinite article, which is equivalent of and am in English. Un, they. Now this is masculine singular, feminine singular, and masculine feminine plural. Let's look at the examples very quickly. Le village, which is the village. Le pont, which is the bridge. Okay, and because this is feminine city, la ville, which is the city. So la région. Always remember the words with their article. So you will learn that city is called as ville. Never remember it like that. Always remember what is city? La ville. What is the bridge? Le pont. So that way you will remember the gender of the word. One thing that you will have to get used to very quickly is the elephostophy. That is when the word begins with a vowel or H, you have to use L apostrophe in case of article le and la. For example, hospital, right? We learned that, which means hospital. Now, to put the article, this is a masculine word. You can't say le hospital, okay, because that doesn't sound very well. Le hospital, right? It sounds clumsy. So what you do, because it starts with vowel or H, you put it like this. L'hôpital. Okay?
Oui.
Okay. Another example of that would be l'océan, which is the ocean. L'océan. Or l'ami, which is a friend. Island is feminine, so you cannot say it l'île. It's l'île. Or highway is also feminine, so you have to say l'autoroute. This book is also very good because they give you a lot of vocabulary. It's not just good for your logic, but they also give you important vocabulary. So I'm going to share this book with you guys, and you can then start reading some vocabulary. As you can see, they have used both definite article and they have used sometimes the indefinite articles. Okay. Or projet, which is a project. You get this sound right. Oh, try to get this right. In. Oh. Okay.
Bâtiment.
A bâtiment, right?
Bâtiment.
Which is building.
Un immeuble.
Yeah, un immeuble. Yeah. So that is called as liaison, but this is a plural form, il, and the definite article becomes les. Okay. But what happens is, if you try to pronounce this, now French has one other concept called as liaison. So they join the words when speaking. When writing, you will have to write like this space this. But when speaking, you will join them. Why join them? Because second word starts with a vowel. So these two sounds will be joined. And one more thing that comes into play because of that is now S is between two vowels. So this becomes lesil.
Correct.
So this becomes lesil. This is where French is at its toughest, the pronunciation part. And it will take some time to get used to all this liaison, which is you join the words while speaking them because the second word in the sequence started with a vowel. For example, this will also happen with
Les hôpitaux.
yeah, les hôpitaux. Correct. So the things that happened here is because this was H, either vowel or H, you're gonna join the sound, okay? And now because S is between one vowel and one H, which is considered as vowel, it becomes Z. So les hôpitaux. Okay, so we saw the article en, which is indefinite, masculine singular, in, which is indefinite, feminine singular, and what's the plural indefinite article is they. Okay, des murs is wall. The word for wall is mur,